has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the Swamp, the home of the Florida Gators. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Gamecocks will kick this deep to start us off. Kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Before he reaches the 37.
This game has gone from 0 to 60 in a hurry during the first drive for this offense.
So quickly, one explosive play. This offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Got the first down and still motoring. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a first and goal. Very efficient so far. And they hit him in the backfield. It's a loss on this play. The defense just tired of seeing that running back get loose for big gains. So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Touchdown, Gators. This quarterback on fire today.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner trying to create good field position here. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
Much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw. It's Simmons. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. He's on the third down. Today. Let's fly to the wideout.
No, I gave you the last one. Unless we got more in the
game. They had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, and you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 for the first possession. Catch made in space. Look out. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
And the Gamecocks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Here's the target, and it's complete. Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
When the defense had everything covered downfield, the quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Pass complete. It's second down now. Wants to throw it. Over the middle. It's Jacobs.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
That completion sets up a third down play. Looking to throw. It's Simmons. Checks this down to the running back. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They keep him off balance with a run. Breaks loose at the 45. One area steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The noise, this crowd's trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass rush gets home.
This sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Bennett. He made the stop, but that gains enough to set him up first down at the 14.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Ball handed off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Wearing down. It's a draw to the back. You see him able to make the stop after a short gain. On the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. They've flipped into the field, ready now for the second period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Off guard to Young. goes down after making a grab that's not going to be enough for a first down. Here on fourth down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They slow the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Turn begins inside the 10. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. And the defense come up with answers this time. Quick throw to the right. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Crucial third down play right here. Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure is coming. Took contact on the throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become a security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Drops back in the gun. Makes the grab. It's Baxter. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
Here's a great example of back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. Got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The offense with three tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out and keep him to a short game.
He decides to keep it here. Makes an open space. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
It's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
The Gators begin a new series here, first and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down mark.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with putting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Grab by the receiver. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. The Gators are going to cash in this red zone trip. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab. Can he get there? They make the tackle quickly, but the offense set up with 1st and goal at the 7.
The big awesome big yellow girl.
Play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Second down and goal now for this offense. Looking into the back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on 2nd down to bring up this 3rd down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
The 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the move now. Launching one to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Fields it just outside the goal line. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Dropping back. It's Simmons. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. The Gamecocks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. That motion from the receiver. First down, looking to throw the ball. He dumps it off to the tight end.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Rush set it down for the offense. 1st down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He lets it go. It's a beautiful throw. Hits him in stride. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
But what is the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Nothing on that play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, that's how you close a half up. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to...
It's blocked. Picked up by the defense. It's a live ball. Could be a 2-point return here.
Excuse me.
And now a timeout timeout is taken, the receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Kickoff a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Running back grabs it on the screen. Going through a tackle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to start the second half. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Offense is back out there on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
He moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks into open space. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, South Carolina, to put them on top now.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Florida offense retakes the field. He looks left for completion. Solid game. He moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
First down here for this offense. The defense with more pre-snap movement. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time, and if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. for it on third down. Pass rush closing in. He's got it in the open. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
We saw him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Gators line up on first and 10. Snap, quarterback drops back. Caught in the backfield. It's Baxter. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
The pocket breaking down. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. The deficit remains at 6 after that miss.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Press coverage now from these DBs. To throw, it's Simmons. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. The defense grabs it after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense operating from the pistol. Can he get there on the ground? And the Gamecocks keep the football on the move.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. He's already at it again.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Has the first down and more. They bring them down, but that's enough for a first down. The clock runs down here in the third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's a toss play to the right. Finds some space. Breaks into the clear. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Grab behind the line, it's Smith. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. This is a regular season game that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is, if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top-5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in a postseason. But I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
The play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Now they run the football here. I thought he might have enough room to be able to extend to get across that first down mark, but he's going to be a couple yards short. Good job by the defense at having awareness of space there and knew exactly what they needed to do to bring him down.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking right, this one caught. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. The Gamecocks come to the line to run the hurry-up. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Loaders into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. So the offense flexing and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
And it's caught from inside the 20. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Retakes the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Baxter. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Hey, it's a nice way to start this drive off, but they've got a long way to go to be able to get this ball in the end zone. Then they got to get the ball back.
The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33. Chewing clock with the running game. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. It's Simmons. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for a first down and goal. A matchup of two powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. They're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W. Touchdown, South Carolina. This offense really clicking.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. First play of the drive now, the 25. The shotgun handoff here. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. With the catch, it's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Third and short to hand the ball off. Gators pick up first down yardage. Keep the drive going.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Hey, you got a new set of downs and a chance.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're put.
On another sack. This defense on fire.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
Looking deep for late-game heroics. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on 3rd down this time.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's running out of time here. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the 2nd half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And the Gamecocks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. To throw, it's Simmons. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Look, nobody's open. You can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.